Hello everyone, so I know it's been a day, but I did say that I was going to be busy with work tomorrow, and as promised, here is my spider sheet. I'll leave a link in the description so you can all have access to this, but you will need to make a copy of it because otherwise people are going to see everything you're inputting and everyone's going to be inputting their own data, which would obviously be kind of counterproductive. So I'll just show you how to do that quickly first. Most people on Android have Google Drive as standard. I actually use the Sheets app. It's called Google Sheets. You can get it from either the Play Store if you don't already have it, or the App Store on iOS. Basically, you just need your Google details. Most people have this for YouTube and whatever anyway, so I'm assuming you all have it. So if you're doing it from your phone, you can also do it from your computer, which is what I prefer to do. But for the sake of recording the video, I'm on the app, and obviously when I'm in the middle of the game, I quickly refer to it through my app. So all you need to do is go click the three dots here, share and export, make a copy, call it whatever you want to call it. I've named it the SMU Little Black Book because it's all the stuff you need. Actually, I didn't name it. Hosh named it. He gave me the idea. So thank you, Hosh. You click where you want to save it, select, bish bash bosh, all you're done. Yes. So, firstly, I want to thank everyone who had an input in this. Danilo, he was the first person who helped me with all the code and everything. I'm not very good at techie stuff, so he helped me with that. This is actually based off the spreadsheet by Duncan and Thwip, so I used a lot of their base work to make mine. I've just made my own, I don't want to say improvements, but improvements. And then Kikan has contributed a bit further on, but I'll show you that later. So the first thing is literally a list of all your spiders, their abilities, and there's also a space for how many you have in your inbox if you didn't manage to clear it. I know not everyone did, but it was featured heavily in another sheet, and if you do want the one with the inbox filter, let me know and we'll talk about that. But yeah, so there's the color key here. It explains that if it is red, as you can see here, a lot of them are red, it means you haven't collected the spider, so you don't have any of them basically. If it's blue, like Agent Venom here, it means you have 4 in your team. If it's black, it means you have more than 1 but less than 4. And if it's orange, it means you have all 4 but some of them are in your inbox. And it updates here as to how many spiders are in your team, how many you've got overall included in your inbox, how many are completed, how many are completed in your inbox, and how many left you need to collect. So as you can see, if I just add in 1 here, that turns black. If I add 3 in here, it'll turn orange because I've got them collected and in my inbox, and it's gone up here as well. That's basically all you need to know. I've changed the colours in the genome type because when you go into find, some of them, say Flipside for instance, is both in legendary and in Titan, so you just want to quickly be able to see, say you were looking for the legendary one or the tech one. It was basically when I was writing in all the abilities, I found I kept on accidentally writing them in the legendary, so I did this purposely so I could see it, but also it's handy. I've only done the abilities for the Titans because I figured if you're going to lose your first spider, you'll need to know the ability of your second one. Then it's going to be a Titan. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be a legendary. I might eventually do it if someone wants to do it for me, hit me a message and I'll give you access to the sheet. If they've already got it somewhere, then they can just copy and paste it. That's more than okay with me. So yeah, that's the first sheet. I've also done it in Spanish, because the first time around I did it, I think it was Armando or Yao, he asked for his team for it in Spanish. So any Spanish people now, it is all there for you, as you can see. Yeah, so, and again, this all works the same. I mean, some of it's in English, like that's in English just because I had to copy the code over, which was very confusing for me because I was trying to read it in Spanish. And I'm not very good at Spanish. Okay, so next we've got your genomes and DNA information. So you've got your sample ratios like 500 to 1. It'll tell you how many DNA molecules you'll receive per synthesis. I wasn't sure about level 3 and 4, but if anyone knows, let me know. It's also got how many molecules you'll need per rank, so, and how much you'll need to max. So you'll need 720,000 DNA to max out an infinite, which is a lot more than the 92,000 you'll need for your Titan. And then how many genome samples you'll need to max, which actually isn't that big of a jump. So genome samples are better generally. Okay, and then we've got the next tab. Oh, and this bit up here, it's just when you put your spiders into the first spreadsheet, it'll tell you how many of each genome type you have. So say you've got 3, you know, you're looking for power genomes basically. So, you know, if you see the events and you're like, oh, it's a power genome, I need to make sure to do this event, because if you know, don't play events all the time, and there's a little graph there just because aesthetics. Okay, this is the portal drop. I know it's in the game, but I just figured most people don't see it. Some of it's inaccurate because they haven't taken the inventory slot information out of it, so some of it doesn't add up to 100%. I can't remember which one that is. Maybe the loot portal. But yeah, I've done it in order from what you're most likely to get to least likely to get. So say in the mystery box, you're most likely to get boost and ISO, whereas you're very unlikely to get any portals because that's only a 1% chance. In the loot portal, you'll get a 46% of pulling portals, like rare, epic, legendary, Titan, but they don't differentiate between portals, and I would like the info on that if Gameloft are willing to give it. I didn't include the obvious ones, like Titan portals are obviously going to drop a Titan, VIP portals are obviously going to drop a Titan, so there was no point in me doing that. But like, for instance, say the Hyperbox portal, Rookie actually have the most chance of getting a rank up card for obvious reasons, because Gameloft want them to shift up quickly. But yeah, all the information's up there. Next is the issue missions. This is actually all done by Duncan. I didn't change this at all because I don't know whether it's the same or not now. I believe it is, from what I know. Maybe not the XP reward. That might be different now due to the rarity bonuses. But yeah, all the required Spider-Man, all the same. Like, basically it tells you all the spiders you'll need for each mission, how much ISO reward you'll get, what TP you'll be required. I don't know if that's changed since the new system has been put in. If anyone knows any differently, do let me know and I'll just edit it. So yes, this goes all the way through to the Mysterio levels. And again, so you know basically which spiders you want to focus on getting if you're newer and looking to do all the issue missions. This is probably my favourite new addition. It's the a list of the reading order. This was it's basically a chronology for Spider-Man. It's just the Earth 616, which is the main Earth in Spider-Man. There are other stuff that's linked in. I've explained all this up here though in the top right. So yeah. And there's also the Spider-Verse reading order. There's a little link to that there. But this was the stuff that was done by Keycan. So you can like look it up and you can see, like if you want to look for, say, the first appearance of Green Goblin, it is here. So you could just type that in the search field. Like there's the first appearance of Mysterio. So yeah, if like me, you're looking to read them, it's a good start. Someone did send me a link of a website where you can find them, but I can't remember what the link is now, but I'm sure you all have your channels of finding a place to read comics. So yeah, that's basically it. There is an advice tab, but it's seriously outdated, and sheet 9 is the newer version of the advice tab. I'm not going to update that now. As you can see, I've put needs amending just because it hasn't been updated since A, since the inventory slots, B, since the TP changed, and yeah, stuff like that. But it will get edited eventually. It's free to edit yourself, so if you've got any advice you want to give to other players, feel free to chuck it in there. But some of the stuff from here I'll make into a video anyway, so it's not really a big deal. So yeah, that's all I have for tonight. Let me know what kind of video you want me to do next. I was thinking of doing a video for those who don't know which lead spiders to use in each area of BG, as the BG areas currently stand. So let me know if you're interested in that. I know obviously some of the older players wouldn't be, but some of the newer players might be. So yeah, that's all for tonight, folks. It's as you can see, it is past midnight for me, so I'm going to quickly upload this, and I'll talk to you tomorrow maybe.